So tomorrow we're getting a deck of fate for Belz. And we kind of thought Plarium was sandbagging something, and so they are. Do we know how to get him yet? No, we do not. I suspect shards, being that it's going to be 2x primals tomorrow, plus progressive for random champions. But what you really need to know is no matter how we're going to get him in the deck of fate, is he worth getting? So let's hop on the test server. Let's test him out. I think I have a sweet team for you for Chimera, and I think that this guy is definitely worth getting, but let's figure that out together, and let's have a wonderful Christmas season in Raid Shadow Legends. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here, feeling a little bit under the weather today, fighting off that Christmas funk from the basketball team, but the season's going well, so that's really good. Today we're talking about Krampus, but he's like a orc version. I don't know, I love this. Look at the eyeball in the bag. Oh my goodness, please. That is literally the best, okay? I'm not a big fan of Krampus, but this guy, Belz the Reckoner, dude, I love him. He's cool. And the more that I am using him here on the test server, the more I really actually do want to get him. Let me throw the little test server logo up there. Thank you, Plarium, for allowing us on the test server. Real quick breakdown. He has an A1 decreased defense. And he's going to ignore some of their defense for each debuff on them, which is important. He's an HP-based champion, and we're going to use him as our decreased defense champion because Chimera, there's only one boss. So we don't need AoE decreased defense. That makes champions with single target abilities like this very good. Okay, so then we can steal the buffs and repeat the attack. If they have leech, we're going to have leech, okay? I did book him. I do think if you're going to use him, he's worth booking. He has an AoE block buffs and leech, which I think makes him good for Hydra. There's like not a lot of good block buffs champions, and block buffs plus leech is a good combo. Plus then maybe we can steal some buffs that get in our way for Hydra. We're not going to have time to test that today, but I think that this would be a good combination. And then over here, throughout the course of the fight, he's going to boost himself up. Apparently I'm stuttering on my words today. Apologies for that. His base stats are nice. His base stats are very nice. So here's the team that I want to use today. I was talking with my dude Liam, and we were kind of building this video together. I appreciate you, my dude. And I think that the majority of the players are going to be on Brutal Chimera. That's my guess. So let me know in the comments, what level of Chimera are you on? Was this helpful? Is this team relatable in any way to you? Okay, that's what I really want to know. So if you don't have these specific champions, let me give you some easy replacements. Kaja can be any of your revivers, okay? So a good one is going to be your Elva here, okay? You can replace Elva in this team very easily. She's amazing. And then another one is not going to be very easy to obtain, but Sifi. Sifi's great. She's going to be very, very good. But I think that a lot of people are going to have Kaja. Well, I mean, was she a fusion or was Timid the fusion? Either way, she was a very obtainable champion that a lot of people probably have laying around. Basically, you need a reviver, okay? And the reviver, let me show you the build, because the reviver is very, very important, okay? The majority of your revivers should be in 9-piece protection. If you don't have 9-piece, go for 6. If you don't have 6, go for 4, okay? Whatever you can do, however much protection you can put in your team for Chimera is important. If you can do 9, do 9. Because that's going to be really helpful in protecting your buffs and not getting them stripped. Number 2, they have to have more crit damage than other people in your team. They just can't be the lowest one. So you need to search for substats on crit damage. So like these gloves, they're not very good, okay? We don't need accuracy. It's flat defense. And we do have defense percent, which is nice, but it does give us the crit damage. Now, if we replace the accuracy or the defense with speed, now we're cooking, okay? Now we're cooking. And then a lot of times what you want to do is a crit damage amulet. I didn't do that here because I had enough crit damage in like random substats, okay? So basically what you're looking for with the protection is speed and crit damage. The second thing, and this is so crucial, for the lion form, you need to have more defense, or no, less defense than someone else in the team. Okay, so if you're running Newt, that's pretty easy. You want to stack defense on him, okay? If you're not running Newt, you want to pick somebody on your team and build them with more defense. Maybe Padrag, maybe somebody else. But your Reviver can't have the most defense, okay? So, that's the important things. Alright, nextly important for this team, I did not book my Padrag on purpose to make the team more relatable. I did put masteries on everybody, and everybody else is booked, okay? One thing that's difficult about some of these teams that I show is that I have blessings on the champions. And whatever champions that you're using, you should search out blessings for them. Put them on your wish list, you know, try to get the blessings for the champions in your Chimera and Hydra teams as well as Arena, okay? Those are the three areas. The most important champions, get your blessings. And then, you know, you should maybe use a different Reviver if you have a higher level blessing. So, for example, if your Sifi has a 5-star blessing and your Kaja has a 4-star blessing, that would lean you towards the Sifi, right? But if you had no blessing on either of those, maybe you would go for a different champion with a blessing. Prioritize the champions with the blessings. It makes a big difference. Okay, other replacements. Is Mashald important for this team? No, he is not. And I think that any type of turn meter boosting champion like your Nikmos or your, you could put a second turn meter booster that has a revive in there, like White Queen. But you definitely want a turn meter booster. I'm trying to think of, I lost her name for some reason. The one that's like Nikmo. Estrid, okay. Estrid, Nikmo, Mashald, those are the three types of champions for this spot. But if you don't have that, maybe you could go like Opardin or anybody who's boosting the turn meter for you. It's kind of a flexible spot. Over here on your dude, you know, Belz. He's your decreased defense. But also, he's bringing stuff for the trials that's going to help you. Okay, so if you're like, nah, I don't want to go for him, then just put a decreased defense champion in there. You could put Lydia there or anybody with decreased defense, really. Padrag, if you don't have him and you have Mikage, that might be a good spot. And then if you don't have Newt, then you can put somebody to go with her, like Ninja, for example, could be a good swap here. And then if you don't have Mashal, then maybe you go for another turn meter booster. Let me think about what like an easy turn meter booster would be. One moment, please. Okay, I'm gonna pull a little tad bit of I Told You So and put Jeroboam in there. He's actually really good. Okay, I was testing him initially, and I wanted to throw Michinaki in there as another option. Like, it doesn't have to be Ninja. Some people don't like Ninja, don't have Ninja, what have you. If you have Mikage, you can do any damage dealer. Michinaki is great. He's going to help out with decreased defense also. He's going to do HP burn. You could do Harima. Any damage dealer, really, that's going to, you know, give you extra attacks with Mikage is great. But Jeroboam would work really well in this team, too. He also has a turn meter fill, and he has the remove all of the debuffs and the heal and the shield, and he has the cooldown. Okay, I kind of wish I put him in the actual team, but either way, this is the team that we're going to go with, because I was working on it and I know that it works. Okay, so what do I like about him? Okay, I like that he helps with the trials. Okay, in addition to that, he fills like just like a lot of roles. He's really helpful. The leech is going to be really helpful in helping you to do more damage. Okay, have we helped enough? I'm helping the helper to help you help yourself. Okay, now that we've gotten all the helps out of the way, another really important thing here, okay, that I don't want to miss this. On every champion that is possible, change your masteries so that they have Life Drinker. It's just like a boosted healing with War Master. You go Life Drinker, you go War Master, and then all of a sudden they heal each other, okay? All of a sudden they heal themselves. I did go War Master, same thing on him, and then I think that Sniper's really important on Belz as well. Anyway, enough talking. Jump in, please. Enough talking. And then I will finish up on the regular server so we can talk about the other events going on in game. I'll just shoehorn that in here as well. So on this first form, you're just going to try to get in as much damage as you want. On the second form, you disable all of your big hitting abilities. Like Newt, don't do the enemy max HP on the Ram. He'll just kill himself, okay? I think that's pretty much it. I allowed them to ally attack on the Ram form. The only one I disabled for Brutal was the enemy max HP hit. You have to be really careful because everybody will kill themselves. The more damage you get in the team, the harder it is to keep your guys alive because they kill themselves. So when you're doing these, any kind of clan bosses, you want to be in the range of about 1 million damage per boss turn. And if you are doing that, then you're going to one key. Okay, you're going to one key if you're doing that. And so for this team, once we get to the Ram form, we're going to slow down a bit. But then once we get back to the Chimera, we're going to speed up a little bit. Another thing that's helpful are the fears. Wait, the leech and the fear. Because that's going to help us with the trials. Once in a while, we'll be able to strip the buffs and get a little bit of boost to his damage. But really, it's the utility that he's bringing here to this team. We're going to have leech up the whole time. The Ram is not targeting our Reviver, which is super important. We don't want our Reviver targeted ever. And now we got the Fear on there. So that's going to allow us to do this one. Usually. Depends on if we can get the amount of damage. Because it's hard to damage the Ram in general. Okay, so, but yeah, that's the goal, is to hit that if you can. Now, what we could do, if you're going to manual it, you definitely can get a lot more out of this. But let's put the one-time Newt enemy max HP and see if we can get this. He's going to kill himself, but we completed the trial. And then we'll just put it back on auto. We'll let Kadja revive, all of those things, okay? And you can see, the more damage we do, the more we kill ourselves, but we're also healing ourselves while we're killing ourselves. So that is going to be helpful. The leech plus the Life Drinker Mastery, that's a very good way. And then if you can fit a shield into your team, then that's great, okay? We finished 2 Ram trials. We finished both of these. And I think that is a really potent part about this team. If we could fit in Smite, then I think that this would be, this would be a really, really powerful team. I didn't want to, go all out and do all of the things, because I can. I want to give you options to improve the team. A little bit sketchy here. But you can see we're going to heal back up. We have continuous heals, we have the leech, and we have our mastery. And that's going to heal us all back up. Look, Newt's at full health again. Padrag's going to be a lot higher after his turn. Okay, so I think that this is going to be a team that's going to easily one-key Brutal. I think we need 30 million. I forgot. I think it's 30 million. 37 million? I don't remember. I had it right before the video. But anyway, let's fast forward so we don't get the video too long. Let's see what we end up with, and then I will try to remember to go over the total stats on all the champions and show their builds so that you know. I definitely want to make more Chimera videos, and later on stream today, I will be doing some Chimera takeovers if they're available. We're going to be working on this boss. It's been really fun for me. I hope it's been enjoyable for you. But either way, I'm here to help because this is the helping video. Okay, just real quick here on the Lion form, you can see that we're back up to our basically 1 million damage per turn area, and then we're actually getting further ahead of that thanks to completing some more trials. We did the easies over here, and then now we're on the normals, okay? So basically, you want to set yourself up to do 6-7 trials or so. You know, you want to do some trials, but it's more important to do damage than trials, unfortunately. And the more trials you can do, the more damage you can do, but the trials are very difficult. So whatever you can do is great. And then again, our reviver here, Kaja, she didn't have the most defense, so she didn't get targeted, which is really important. Okay, what's my alarm? Okay, we're good to go here. We're good to go. Okay, we lost a little bit of damage here at the end because that Viper wrecked me. I was obviously not manualing and I let it go, but this is, I think, the template for a very successful team for you guys. I was talking to some people in my Discord. Big shout out to Dawn and Low Eye, Liam, you know, all of the guys who were helping me out with these ideas and whatnot. And then you can see the damage breakdown. Belz did 15 million damage with no blessing. And Newt only did 33 with a blessing. Okay, Mashald over here did 15, and he did the same amount as Belz. That's well above expectation, guys. Well above expectation. I don't think that Belz is an end game champion, but I'm gonna test it. Like, that's enough that it makes me want to see what he's capable of in, like, some Savage gear maybe, you know, or Merciless. Like, let's put him in some real damaging gear and see what happens, you know, put the blessing on him and whatnot. So let's go ahead, flip over to the main account. Oh, wait, before I do that, I think we need to not. All right, so we have Mashald in a 6-piece protection. I actually think he might be better in just like Savage or some kind of damage ignoring set. 250 speed is like what you should be pushing for. More speed, less damage if you need to. Then Kaja, she's the only one in 9-piece protection. Again, 250 speed. The crit damage and the defense, like I spoke of earlier. Newt is in Savage, 250 speed. Belz, Relentless, and crit damage. He is not that fast. We could definitely make him faster, put more damage on him, etc. And then Padrag, not even booked. Not even booked Padrag. Almost 250 speed. Some resistance, you know, not too bad. And then I think everybody does have masteries, so you can take a look at those. I did not optimize the masteries, but they're not, you know, they're definitely fine. So I think that this is going to be a really helpful champion for a lot of people. I think he's very underestimated. I think this is a champion that is going to help a lot of players. All right, so let's go talk about the other events going on real quick and wrap it up. Okay, flipping over here on the regular server, so let's cut the test server image. We have this summon pool for Undead, and I think that a lot of people will be pulling for him. We have the fusion going on right now. We have summon events. Okay, let me just break all of that down real quick if that's what you're here for. So, we have this summon pool. If you like this guy, you should pull for him. I think he's cool and interesting. He's cool and interesting. He could also be good for Chimera. But yeah, he took an arrow to the heart. If you need Mashald from that team that I just said, you could pull a couple today or try to earn the free ones, and then if you get him, he would fit in that team. Obviously, the epics are going to be good if you need them. Rotos is in there. One of the champions I really want to test for Chimera is Bad L. If you have tested him, please let me know how that goes. Okay. Sorry about the all of the things with the the voice and whatnot. Next up is going to be our primal shards. Tomorrow we're going to have a real 2x on primals. I will be streaming and I will be pulling viewer shards if you are interested. Next up is going to be the Forge Pass. Of note in this Forge Pass is the full 9-piece Slayer in Mythical. I think that's strong. I have stated that, you know, if you're a low spender, this is the best thing you can do for your account. And I think that that is true. So let me know what you think about that. I think that the silver boost from this is second to none. And the gear that you get really progresses your account. So let me know what you think about that. And then our Deck of Fate will start tomorrow. I'm sure that I'll be talking about how to maximize your points there, etc. And as soon as you're seeing this live, I'll probably be streaming. So come hang out. We're going to build some Chimera teams. We're going to do some cool stuff. And we'll be chatting about all these things in the game. Hope this was helpful to you. If I earned that like button, go ahead and click that. And let me know what your thoughts and feelings are about this team in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video.